joy. Anyway, just the idea for Search and Destroy. Yes, the New York Subliners are undefeated, but they have played just a gauntlet of incredibly close games, like 3 round 11 wins and 1 6-4 win. And for them to go toe-to-toe with a team like LAG, that the expectation was for them to be at the bottom, it's a big question. Have New York just not gotten anywhere near towards their peak yet, or is LAG just much better than we expected? Vegas is a really good sort of test for New York in that sort of category. So it's going to be a fun series. It is a brand new look on Skid Row for both of these teams as well, for the hard point and the Search and Destroy, which means, Miles, we get to learn. I love learning.
Love learning. Always be learning. Let's get it, you zealots, into the New York Subliners versus Vegas Legion. We now go map number 1, Skid Row. We'll get to that Search and Destroy in just a moment, but until then, we're throwing absolutely everything we've got at each other here on P1.
That's great timing as well. Player cross nearly got stuck by the nade, but a perfect opening break right there from Vegas as Standy picks up 2, and more importantly, Atashi has already roamed over towards New. So that's a rotation at 45 seconds coming in, and I mean, for the moment, it looks like Vegas are nice and clear on P1 as well. So they're setting themselves up potentially to build a massive lead in this game.
Oh, come on. When was the last time we saw somebody in the Subliners get a kill? I'm not even sure they have any yet. There you go, Sib gets himself involved. P1 has gone fantastically for Vegas Legion so far.
Oh, no.
Looking towards on, well, okay. There you go. Keep the kills a going. Next hard point's already up. And what do you know? Vegas Legion in position already.
And Miles, shout out to Turtle for these stats. Currently in CDL history, the best money hill of all time. Granted, it is week 2, day 2. It's Skid Row P2. So right now, you have Vegas again on the lockdown on the money hill, the early rotation. They already have a 30-point lead, and this has truly been the unbreakable Vegas Legion right now in a fantastic spot in this game.
Well, can they hold on, though? That's Nero's job right now. 3 spree for him, as he is currently snapping. Here comes the lineup. 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely cooking. Attach gets his kill on the other side, and that's going to be a strong hold so far. Vegas Legion here on P2.
I mean, this quite literally just comes down to the opening break as well. Like, Vegas had the coordination. Standy picks up the 2, and immediately Attach goes on that rotation. They just had a lockdown on the first 2 hills of the game. So the best possible start. However, for anyone that even just watched the OpTic in Seattle series yesterday, you're going to have a 100-point lead that dissipates on this map. So marathon, not a sprint. Vegas still have a long way to go.
Yeah, long way. But so far, that scoreline is an absolute treat for the Vegas fans. New hard points up. New York Subliners will be first in. There we go. They get the first sweet taste, the colostrum of that hard point. It's the most nutritious. Can they make the most of it here? Standy through the back alleyways as he's now pushing product through towards that hard point. Purge will back him up. Here we go. Attach on the pinch. Streaks early invested from that rampage the boys had. Will it land, or will a trophy save it? It lands. Good job, Nero. Here we go. That's Vegas in the hard point.
Yeah, not only does he get the kill, he gets the information and forces everybody inside. So Civ ends up in a pinch. Hydra maybe getting caught on the bait looking for the chow, but that is just effectively perfect use out of the cruise missile. You maintain and even build upon that lead. And honestly, the rampage gets continued. It is Skyz by himself, the lone man from New York, and Standy looking to take him down.
Standy not able to get the job done, but teamwork makes that dream work as Vegas Legion continue to hold. Nice work out of Hydra into the point for a few measly seconds, but in the end, it may be the difference maker. We'll see how it goes here on Skid Row. New hard points up as we go across the map towards the north side. We find ourselves there in the barbershop, and it is about to get spicy indeed. Vegas first in. Here comes the hit.
Yeah, worth pointing out, by the way, Kismet just got his first kill on the 4th hill of this game. The Vegas have stayed ahead on rotation. After you where the back spawns, and looks like when that door gets kicked open, that's what's going to show Purge that they're there. Tries to fight him with a trophy. Doesn't hurt as much as bullet, so there you go. New York get the break.
Hey man, A for effort. He really did have the centering on point for that one. Hydra now pushing out the front line. Barbershops are where we're going to see the Subliners get a bit more comfortable maybe, as the kills keep rolling in their favor. Reinforcements now on the way towards the new hard point for Vegas Legion, but Kismet lying in wait. He's doubled his kills already, Chance.
I mean, that is the perfect opportunity to really get back in the swing of things, and we both know that Kismet, absolutely the type of player capable of turning things around. So we'll pay attention to the score line a little bit later in the kills column for him. Right now, doing a fantastic job setting up Attach for the bait. His teammates getting sent in for the kill, and right now, New York Subliners have a beautiful spread across the left side of the map. This is going to be easy time for them to collect.
Yeah, that score line is going to get closer and closer and closer. Here come Vegas Legion. Sib on the inside of the garage, a man who loves his cars. However, the entirety of the Vegas Legion roster out through the mean streets here of Skid Row. Hydra's going to be the man to get the fight first. There's his first. There's Skyz backing him up on the second. It's a 5-3 from Hydra. Pressure now mounting for Vegas. We need to see a break sooner rather than later.
No, that is the absolute funnel, and this might be a cruise missile coming through for Hydra as well. If he's ironed up, he feels like one of those players that it is a guarantee for him to get this kill. Not trying to caster's curse him or anything, but in the meantime, effectively full 60. Doesn't check the corner though, and yeah, my bad, Hydra. Shouldn't have done it. Good news is your team right back in the game.
Curse the hell out of him, but it's now a 30-point game, so we'll take that for the New York Subliners. Vegas Legion have been quiet. It's been snake eyes for a hot minute here on Skid Row. Can they pull something around? Skyz, 4. Can he turn it into a 5? Dylan Price here into that corridor is going to make it harder and harder for him to get those kills. Lovely work there from Bueno. Gets himself involved. Vegas with P1 once again. Can they get right back into the swing of things? They had such strong momentum from P1 all the way through to 3. Here's their chance to get it going. Skyz gets a cruise as well.
Oh, this is such a delicate moment too, and Nero is going to deliver, picks up the second kill, and right now you see New York, they're going to hightail it. They might chalk up a ton of this P1 time to be secure on the rotation, so this is sort of the mathematics that come through on Skid Row. Where do you want your investment to be? Because P1 can be scrappy if you want it to be, but again, trading away so much to lock down this rotation. Good news is they're picking up the kills. The rotation will be theirs. The bad news is you're going to be down by more than 60 points, or maybe find a little bit on P1. So there you go. They were playing with their food just a little bit, making some moves, keeping things mixy.
Bulldog keeping things going there in P1 as the Skid Row economics are still paying off here for the New York Subliners. They've got a home field advantage here, I feel like, on this map chance. Well, so far so good. They're looking to try to take the lead back here. Let's go for a listen in with the New York Subliners.
Garage, standing weak, tunnel's weak as fuck. I'm not peeking, P5. I'm watching the tunnel crossing. Tunnel weak. Tunnel crossing, hold. Iron up. Guys are all P5. Last guy's P5. 5 for top mid now, okay? Last guy's P5. P5 right corner palace, last guy. On it, one shot in. Crossing, ticket. One's ticket, one's P5. Garage Sandy. Garage and 1 P5 is weak attached. I'm giving up your tunnel's open. Team kill. I'm pitching top. Your tunnel's open. Bottom. No, bottom. He's on the hop up. Hop up in bottom. One's in P3. Yeah, they spawned bottom. One more top. Yeah, they beat Barber behind me. He's back along. Spawn killing the Barber. I'm playing a live comment.
I spawn garage.
I'm going back. I have a streak. One's playground right now. Purge weak. I'll kill him. No one pitching top mid. Top mid weak. Nice, good job. Nice, one's old, right? One's old. Yeah, one's old.
On new one shot. Zig.
They're being top mid, guys. They're being top mid.
You're gonna be top mid and bottom, yeah.
I'm pitching top mid with these.
Zig.
Nice. They're being green hop. Turning my
double door.
Yeah, double looking for me. One shot. One shot the door, okay? One's the green. I'm straight. That's funny. Yeah, I'm nading their shot time.
How many Matt?
Yo, Longy stun hard. He's stun hard. He's been a pitch now.
It's all fun and games until you find out that Nero is 21-8 right now, absolutely spinning on New York Subliners. Hydra snaps onto a dead body. It's fantastic work, and it's a break. It's New York's hard point.
Yeah, no, Nero, absolutely a great player to call out. He has been disturbingly good so far this year, but it's all about the results, and right now you're still looking for that hard point win, and Skyz can only chop down one, but good enough for the trades. It is an early rotation towards Barbershop on top of the fact that the scrap time is being collected, so this is the moment of the game right now for New York. They have done a wonderful job at keeping it close. Now they need to close that door.
Hold it together for the Subliners. Hydra 5 spree starting to get going. Very, very close game still. The Subliners, you called it, mate. This is the moment for them. Points up. Hydra wins it. Somehow nearly does get the second. 21-16. The spree's done. He's got himself streaks. They've got the hard point, and here comes the lead change.
Yeah, he's also just made your life so easy. Those players spawning so far away, and I mean, this is Vegas. You get one good chance to make this break, and you're going to need to get it. This is too much time to give away. Gunfights getting traded out, but you got Hydra around the god steps, and if I were them, yeah, I'd be going back door too.
Here we go. Front door it is. Sib's fighting the cat. 3 in a row from Sib. He's got it going. 4 spree for him. That should be it. Sib keeping it going. Massive kills. 5 spree. New York Subliners holding the hard point together. Vegas are nowhere to be seen. Such a long journey to go. They can win it here. Dive on in. Kismet still keeping numbers on the inside of the point. Vegas to the outside. Sib gets it. And hey, Bulldog finds another kill.
Well, they contested for long enough to actually force the rotation, and because they call the cruise number 6, well, I was going to say could have gotten through, but the cruise lands on his face. If it was a trophy player, maybe there was potential, but it wasn't. And it looks like New York Subliners, despite the fact that they started down 90 points, close out game number 1.
Oh, God, a little too excited there, a little too heated up. The Subliners, they start slow. Sid with a wonderful 4-piece towards the end there in Barbershop. The Subliners cooking. Vegas so close, yet so far. Good news for them, though. We'll see how that search and destroy comes up in just a moment. Staying on Skid Row for that, but a kick-ass way to get the series going.
And, you know, from what I can tell, I think Vegas lost that game on the Barbershop Hill. Because I think ultimately Vegas played nearly every single hill well early on. Obviously, the P1 to P2 rotation was absolutely flawless. Even the P2, when like New York early rotated, they broke it with like 20 seconds left. So Vegas played some of these like money hills incredibly well. But the first time they had the early rotation of Barbershop, they got broken down, right? That was the hill where Purge is trying to kill him with like a trophy system. That didn't pan out. And then obviously the second time around, New York had the early rotation of Barber, and Sib absolutely picks them apart. So funnily enough, on Skid Row, Barbershop turned, at least in my opinion, out to be that difference maker. But here's some highlights for you. Nero looked great, but I think long term we're going to see New York Subliners just a little bit stronger.
That's a very good way of putting it. Strong start, not much of a good finish there. Vegas Legion, a little bit of work still to do on that Skid Row hard point. But yeah, man, very exciting start. Vegas are going to dominate most of the highlights. They're the flashiest plays, but it has to be simple. It's got to be so clean, and that's exactly what it was for the New York Subliners. Great work from them, your world champs. Minus Priestahh, add Sib, and he didn't have a great map chance. I towards the very end was really saw him get things heating up, but until then it was a difficult run. Any sort of major takeaways for you? I mean, you called the hard point perfectly. It was going to be Barbershop. Anything else that really stuck out?
No, I mean, I think I just appreciate like the resilience of the New York Subliners. I mean, we had Kismet that started off like 0-6 or something like that, like an atrocious start. Didn't get a kill until the 4th hill. And maybe in the kills column, it's not like he brought it all the way back, but 10 and 14 was catching up to his teammates, and he certainly had the damage output as well. So Kismet might have been the guy racking up a bunch of time in the hill, but even when he wasn't getting the kills, he was the man that early rotated over towards like that back junk kill. So even when things are difficult, they're always playing on point. And I mean, again, world champs, it's the expectation, but they showed off just a little bit again on map number 1.
It's tough though, man. I mean, yeah, there is an expectation there. The brand that won last year's world championship, can they do it again? Not a lot of teams do, man. I mean, the back-to-back would be something. Not a lot of teams show that same sort of promise, but Subliners, strong contenders still to keep things going in a very hotly contested and extremely competitive MW3 season so far. New York Subliners. Let's see how they go. It looks like Skyz has the sun in his eyes this time round. I mean, Jiminy Crickets, is that boy sitting? How far away from the sun is he? Is it there?
Yes, it is behind him. He's actually moved his setup. I don't know how good your internet connection is when you're playing that close to like solar flares, but so far seems to be making it work.
Yeah, light years away from some of the competition these boys are, but Skyz, a fantastic assault rifle player, has been for so long. New York Subliners, I would say just the chemistry, absolutely brilliant. The team that bends but does not break, just like Sib's arm right there. Kismet again, slow start. The desk called him out as one of the more dangerous submachine gun players, nicknamed the Bulldog for his aggression. But we saw it in that map, mate. There's no doubt about it. When he gets going, he's a very difficult player to stop. But I think a lot of players, chance in the league, have started to learn that if you don't give Kismet a reason to get mad in game, is he a bit more tame, or is this, if you give him something more personal, he's just that bit more lethal?
I think it is quite literally just all narrative driven. I think Kismet is just like a true veteran player at this point. So I don't know if the motivation really means anything to him. I think he's a player that is all about his business. He's going to show up to practice on time every single day. Always has his, like, what's the phrase? Like nose to the grindstone or something like that. Like he's always just going to be on point. So I love the narrative of like talk trash and he bites back, but I think that is literally just that, a narrative. I just, as a player that you can have nothing but respect for. He's like one of the few players that ended up in the Challengers Pit and Gauntlet, like as far back as like Black Ops 4, fights back into the CDL, falls out for a little bit, makes his way back, and ends up a world champ. So he has one of the like cleanest and coolest stories of any pro that's around. So always got to give him the respect.
Absolutely, man. E6, Paris Legion, the man's been all over the place. I think he might have found his home here on the Subliners. Well, we're going to stay on Skid Row for our home here as we go into Search and Destroy. Vegas Legion bomb in hand. Standy's the man with it. New York Subliners, a little bit of a stagnant defense so far, but those 2 arrows, number 1 and number 3, that's going to be Hydra and Kismet. They'll be a little further forward for now, but that B-bomb site, it's about to get busy, boys. Skyz at least saw somebody's tail.
This is so aggressive, too. I mean, they have just flooded through that back alley. So 2 players in the Subliners right back over towards B, and the other 2 players turtled up top in corners. Hydra obviously being one of those players, might have a little dance with Sandy here in a moment, and as the pre-fire as well, gets it done and gets out with his life. Possibly the best player in the world.
Very, very quiet. He's hunting Vegas. Smile on his face for good reason. The 3rd kill, a lot of help from his teammates, but that initial 1v2. Yeah, let's take a look at this one again. Lovely stuff out of the Phenom.
I mean, is that just like instinct on the timing, or maybe good comms from Kismet as well, being a bit of a distraction in the window? But if it was comms, instinct, gunny, or just the smoothness of Hydra, literal perfect start.
What a delight that was. But this time we pump the brakes, slow things right down. New York Subliners out hitting their mid-map push with that bomb. Purge is in the courtyard. Attach will be there by the bottom side of Laundry. He'll have some more eyes towards that B-bomb site up to the apartments now. The opening gambit does not work out for Hydra. Skyz will try to plug the hole, but that's a man down for New York.
Yeah, no, that's just good reads. Caught Hydra on the cross when he was coming through the tunnel and just had the intel. So Purge right there, perfect execution. And a great default setup coming through for Vegas as well. But the first bloods are one thing. I know Vegas have been one of the best first blood teams in the game, but still need to ice up with the man advantage.
How far can we go for Purge? A little slow in the respawn. A little noisy now in the search. Timing's not going to work out. The shots were so close, but not enough. Kismet stays alive. 3v3. Attack.
There's the funnel, though. Yeah, I was going to say, they're just like isolated. That is bombed down in the worst possible spot in Vegas. Yeah, execute and get the job done. A lot of work by New York there to go and try to isolate Purge over towards Barbershop, but attach in a power position. And I mean, you just funnel them through into a distant corner of the map. So Vegas on point.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but that's prime real estate in those apartments. Attached with a big set of kills from that very small window. Purge was a martyr in that round. He may go down. He gets that first blood, though. Does a tremendous amount of work to give his boys the advantage. You're right back at it, 1-1. All tied up. Smoke's out. Here we go. Another aggressive round on offense from Vegas.
Oh, yeah. No, Hydra's already behind you. I mean, you got to be worried about the flanks coming through. They, like, triple hit back alley in round number 1, and look at how New York responded. They just hit that right back, but still a 3 versus 3. Trades coming through. Standy, maybe on camera, or maybe lucky with the timing. Nice little moment there for the 2v2.
Oh, you love that. The Vegas odds. It pays off. 2v2 now. Less than a minute to play. Skyz has a corner. Hydra has his. You fly through that door, you're going to meet a lot of trouble. Trophy still at the ready for Skyz should he want it, but I think he'd be saving that for a little bit later on. The B-bomb check. Oh, no. It's all into Hydra now, and I think that the jig may be up. He's seen enough. Will he be calling for reinforcements? Is he calling for the pinch? Here comes Stanley. There's the fight. Oh, big damage. Hydra's got to get out with his life. Oh, they've lined up. Oh, Skyz with a pistol, not enough. Vegas, take the round.
Oh, man, yeah. Anyone that has played this game quite a bit knows how awkward those stairs can be. Hydra wanted the slide, but, like, I don't know exactly what your wiggle room is to get it, but if you're just a little bit too far down the steps, can't slide. You just crouch. It's super awkward, and, well, it's a feels bad moment. So Hydra gets caught out. Vegas will take advantage. And I mean, we didn't really touch on this too much. We were talking about Kismet too much. The S&D is where this series is quite literally the most interesting between these two teams, because an undefeated record for New York, but Vegas, this has absolutely been their strongest game mode, and at least early on, still making some moves.
Yeah, we were expecting this to be a very, very exciting moment in the series, and so far, so good. Nero lovely shots at range there with a rival. Here comes his second. As Kismet tagged up, teamwork there from the back alleyway. Attach is going to pick up another. Ooh, that's the bomb down as well. Subliners in a tough spot once again, and Purge tightens the grip.
Poor Kismet too. Got spotted like on the camera spot. Got spotted jumping up the window. Just gets hunted down, and Skyz now opportunity to be the first player this year to clutch a 1 versus 4. Although he has been spotted as well, or maybe not, but now the intel is given away. 40 seconds to work with. Does not have bomb and has 0 map presence.
40 seconds, plenty of time. Vegas will pump the brakes. Attach. Damage on. Skyz knows someone's coming, but Vegas play the advantage fantastically. Smiles and a couple of moments now to just relax, keep things going. That's 2 rounds in a row for them.
It's going to be another interesting one as well. I know Stanny ends up delivering their previous offensive round from the camera spot where he gets good timing on the player that was underneath him. But New York sort of did, punch back on defense with an aggressive strat of their own. Vegas just clutched up, but might be an opportunity to mix things up. It's going to be a double hit through tunnel as well. And Stanny's on a 4, so maybe think about a cruise. And this is a wide open lane. Skyz just now spotted, but he's dealing with 2 players, so sort of an awkward moment. You got number 3, Kismet, wrapping back, but Vegas, they are very heads up.
Oh, is Purge going to check this? Maybe. This is Kismet cam. They banged the doors, and Kismet did not move whatsoever. Not an inch. Stun check connects. He knows he's there. Yeah, see you later, mate.
And in the meantime,
that one.
Yeah, you do have trades across the map, right? So Skyz is actually able to get one of these kills. So you've now rotated the bomb over towards Purge, who had somewhat of an opening. But you're working up top. You were going straight into Hydra.
They don't know. Hydra's got to check this. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if he saw them. That might be the call. Here comes the Subliners reinforcements. Hydra's got full pockets. He could work with the frag grenade to take the players off the point. It's Kismet. Number 1. The second, not enough. Hydra now maybe sent in to clean them up. Less than 20 seconds on the clock by the time he gets the play going. Purge. Unfortunate timing. All down to attach now the 1v2. Can he pull something special out? Rival in hand. It's the attach of old, but I don't think he's got the time. The Subliners might have done it. Final few moments. He does have seconds to plant the bomb. Good work, New York.
Yeah, that is an absurdly good setup as well, because you saw Hydra drew in the cheeky little jump spot out the window, but it was actually Skyz from back apartments that can just see through some of these windows, getting all of the information as players are going back and forth through the cross. So that is very much, New York doing their homework on the map, knowing what setups they want to have. So I think Skyz probably the MVP in that round. Gets the early intel on 2 of the players coming through tunnel, gets the late intel in the round, and maybe needs to go and pick up the bomb. New York have just completely abandoned it.
Howdy. Kismet opens things up with a blast. Skyz there with the teamwork. Nades immediately trying to deal with those players pushing in, hoping for a weak Subliners player to deal with. Shots from Purge. Pulls things back, but it's all down to him now. Can the rookie do something special against our reigning world champs?
Well, he's not trapped. He can get out, and good news is New York Subliners just picked up the bomb. And there's a freebie. He is an S&D kid. He turns on Hydra as well. Purge, this is your moment.
1v1 against Skyz. Bomb planted at A. Oh, Purge, if you play that patiently, you might have caught him transitioning from room to room. But here we go. You call it chance. He's an S&D kid. Is it going to pay off? The goodie! Oh, Skyz! Oh, and it's just ice in the veins from that man, Purge. He did all the hard work. I hope that was a confidence boost for him, though, because, damn, man, he could have had that.
Yeah, look, that was a genuinely fantastic read on Hydra. I think he more or less reads Skyz as well, but, good reads versus world champ. Skyz just slightly too fast for him. So, great attempt from Purge, but another round win from York Subliners. Again, making this S&D a battle. By the way, back to the round 1 strat. Tripled up towards the back alley. Sib, all the pressure's on him, and he's 0-5.
Oh, he's so much trouble. Yeah, no way, man. He just got bulldozed there by Vegas Legion. 3-3 now in the round count, and Vegas are pushing pace. Can they keep this one up? And can Skyz keep his spree going? The B-bomb site soon to be overflowing with members of Vegas Legion. Here they go.
Yeah, B-bomb side a little bit awkward, though, just because you can get spotted from top fire. So you want to go clear out back apartments. Nero checking all the corners, and Skyz, the stun's going to give you the intel. You know they're coming. Can you take at least one down?
He got spotted. Nero, he's going to chow this. Takes care of Skyz. Man advantage still, Vegas Legion. Purge on the back line versus Hydra. We'll see that fight in a moment. But for now, attach. The weak hand against Kismet, and Kismet, nearly gets him into the place where he wants him. Hydra now from behind. Massive damage in the Purge. Gets away with his life. 25 on the clock.
And he doesn't know, but that bomb is down as well. So Vegas do need to go and collect. And Hydra is not the player you want to deal with. Bad timing there, but it is just a dance right now between these 3 players.
There should be a bomb plant. 15 seconds on this one. They are expecting the aggression from Hydra. A lot of respect shown, but it might not be good for him. Here comes the hit. Sneaky. Oh, not enough. Full pockets. Smoke down the bomb site as well. Vegas are playing it patiently. There's a frag grenade in Hydra's back pocket as well to go with. Will he check this? Oh my god. He's got a corner chance.
Wow.
My god, what patience.
That is one of those rounds that just stresses you out of the player too. Like you at Vegas just in firm control, but like every single player on New York Subliners did their job, right? Like Sid just gets bullied out. He doesn't have a trophy. He's on the back step. He gets overwhelmed, but Skyz did deliver and get his one to set his teammates up. Kismet bought you one as well. Everything was just so close, but you still get that first blood. You still execute. Vegas, they have a lead in Search and Destroy.
It's a very, very, slim lead for now, but Vegas will take that. We promised a strong contest here in the mode, and we're getting it.
Oh, big flank for Purge potentially as well.
We're on it now. He creeps his way through garage. Oh, bad timing from Skyz. That's unbelievably unfortunate. But Purge will take it. First blood.
I mean, he is flying for those chows too, and attached jumps as well. Everybody moving right now on the map, but Hydra at least tries to even up the odds. This would be a 2v4 clutch for the sub duo of New York.
If anyone can do it, they can. Hydra makes it a 2v2. Guns up for the chow. No one there. We pump the brakes once again. 40 seconds to go.
And they know Purge was behind him, but they're just really taking the time. They don't have bomb, and Kismet's going to deliver 1v1. Purge versus Hydra again.
All right, Purge. Oh, you had a chance, and that was it. Snuffed once again. The world champions reign supreme in the 1v1. Little bit of resolve. Fantastic composure. And Purge, he was gifted the good timing at the start of the round, and this time COD taketh away. I think it was a pistol as well. Gosh, what a shot.
Yeah, and the old pop-up glitch in effect as well. So that is everything going right from Hydra. Also, again, that's a 2v4. Like, Vegas are fantastic in the first bloods, fantastic in S&D in so many ways, just not icing up and throwing away a round like that against a team like this. Punishing. And by the way, yeah, speaking of flanks, by the way, Skyz has gotten through too. Yeah, fool me once.
All the way deep, left-hand side of the minimap. We'll see if Sib can get off the donut this round. We are holding this one very, very patiently for the New York Subliners. A minute to go. Vegas yet to make their play.
Subliners seem to really love their corners with the rival nines up top.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you would say potentially like back apartments could help with some intel, but he's feeling a little bit of pressure. Now in Vegas, they're jumping. They're trying to make the moves all the way up top, straight into Hydra, and Kismet just waiting for his moment.
They're not going to give up the advantage they have, especially now with the man advantage. Sib is going to run into trouble in a minute. He's not going to look left, but I don't think they can see him from this position, and you've timed it so well. The door's open. He's on the board. 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows that a player's crossed behind him. Nobody paying attention to it, so Standy gets at least one freebie, but now it is a 1 versus 3. Standy has to clutch and get the ace, and they can see him. Kismet shooting at him. They have swarmed this site.
There we go. Standy's going to go out swinging. My God, he died so quick. And that's the defuse, and that's map point. New York Subline. That was ridiculously fast. No friendly fire, no nothing. Well done, New York.
No, and New York are also doing a really good job of, it's almost primarily Skyz, it feels like. He was down by like the God steps looking through the double doors and just could see through the entire lane. So anytime we're watching an SMG, either Kismet or Hydra just posted up in a corner, they are getting fed information from someone else, typically Skyz, on the map. So New York Subliners always heads up gameplay in Search and Destroy. And I'm just going to say it. I know it's a close S&D game, but this is just a massive opportunity and still potentially is for Vegas to get a win. You had Sib in an incredibly slow start, and you just had a round like a 4 versus 2 that you threw away. Vegas, they need the ice in S&D. And they might get another first blood, too, trying to back Skyz down.
There you go. First blood, immediate trades. Kismet gets away with his life. A little bit of damage there, but very much superficial. And not though. Skyz. Advantage goes to the New York Subliners. Literally nowhere.
And this is so tough as well. Yeah, I mean, Purge is just going to die. Like Hydra, he could assassinate him if he wants to. Purge is never going to turn around.
Here he comes. Thank you very much. It's a freebie. Attach. Once upon a time, the king of clutch. In a 1v3 against our world champs. They are potentially lining up for him. Will the stars align? There's one. Quick reposition. The bomb planter A. Now things look a little different for Attach.
And it's 1 sub, 1 AR. We already know Kismet just loves to play in corners, wait for the information to come through. Just trying to find a way to isolate these gunfights. If he wins a long one against Skyz, has an opportunity. The time is not on his side, and Skyz is not going to give him anything.
Yeah, there's no way. Subliners are going to sit pretty. Trophies just in case. This is to keep Vegas alive in the map. And it's not looking good. Kismet closes the door. The New York Subliners. They dominate Skid Row, and it's a 2-0 so far.
And again, not to harp on it too much, but it just comes down in my mind to that 4 versus 2 round where Kismet Hydra clutch up. Like, you're doing so well in Search and Destroy, but these sort of icy moments are just sort of getting under their skin. Because that was like best case scenario. Sib was having a slow game, started 0-6. Like, you're really slowing down, like, even just the trophy production is able to get out, which opens up like those back alley hits and whatnot. But even with Sib having a slow one, Vegas not able to take advantage and now find themselves down 2-0 in the series.
Well, they do indeed. Look at that damage as well from Skyz, over the 2K mark. But there we go. Our first 2 maps here in the series complete. Skid Row totally done, actually. No more of that here in the series. Karachi Invasion, Karachi to close out. Can Vegas turn things around? We'll find out on that Karachi control. Very, very exciting moment we've seen so far. Both teams. We'll see if they've got what it takes to either close the series out or push us to games 4 and 5. Frankly, I'm looking forward to a couple of goodness. Chance, I want to see that nice bit of a Karachi Search and Destroy to close the series out. However, that's not up to us, ladies and gents. After the break, we come back to play control. We'll see if the New York Subliners, our world champs, can close this one out. In the meantime, very, very exciting stuff here in the CDL Week 2. So far, Super Saturday, an absolute delight. Don't go too far. This is the CDL.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Don't miss out on all the action at the first Call of Duty League Major, hosted by the Boston Breach, this January 25th to the 28th at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway in Boston. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to callofdutyleague.com for more info. Upgrade.
Before we get to Boston, we've got to get ourselves through these qualifiers, and so far the New York Subliners, they want just that, to end this series right here and now on control. They've got a 2-0 lead. We go to Karachi, and look at them all smiling and enjoying themselves already, Chance.
Yeah, and I know why they're smiling, because they have rings that look like that. It has to feel so good to, I don't even know if you could put it on your finger. I feel like that would be heavy. Certainly when you play, you got to keep it off to the side, but they are gorgeous and well-deserved for the New York Subliners.
Oh, indeedy. Well, the boys got the ice in and out of game now. Going to be feeling fantastic coming into the season. And so far, they look good as well, with very, very close search and destroy finishes, even against a team like Vegas Legion there, who, despite, at times, incredible advantages in these rounds, Subliners certainly composed, closed things out. Same can be said in this control game. Karachi, we now descend one more map for the Subliners, or is it the beginning of the comeback here for Vegas Legion? We'll find out. Not going to be an easy task whatsoever.
Well, I mean, we have seen Vegas play on this map as well. They looked good early on, ended up losing in round 5. So I think this might just become a early theme for Vegas of just that ice sort of situation. But they had some good looks on Karachi, especially on offense, doing like one of the first teams, I think it was attached, that was like very effective of like setting up the spawn traps with the AR. So the potential is absolutely here. Obviously, the New York Subliners, they are something fierce.
Well, yeah, here we go. A smack bang in the middle of the map, the B zone over there by the top left-hand side. That's the little restauranty diner thing, and Skyz serves up an A to start proceedings off. No one quite in the point just yet. Vegas Legion on the attack, and it is not working out so far. This is looking to be the third in a row as attached. Swats a fly and dies as a result of it. Wonderful start from the Subliners.
And I want to see how like the Subliners are able to influence these spawns. You have all 4 players just spawned up in the exact same corner. This does not look like it's going to be fun to be getting out of. You either have to deal with Hydra on a head glitch, have to deal with Sib up in a power position. I mean, you're just in your spawn. Good luck with this one.
Yeah, Nero's got to the highest point he could possibly find to try to give his boys some semblance of coverage. And there it is. Purge joins him with a feed. Hydra, though. Whoa, the shots out of attach. We'll take that, but you still got to worry about Kismet. Angles upon angles. It's a geometry class right now, and the New York Subliners are teaching.
And I tell you, I watched the, OpTic when they played Seattle on this map. I don't know how to influence the spawns to force them back to like chicken coop. I thought Kismet might have been in this position, but still getting the sort of close one. But either way, you might be getting the close spawn. It's still just power position on power position. You have been funneled into death ad nauseum right now. Vegas on the struggle bus, attached, trying to bail them out.
Well, the beautiful thing about control is things can change so quickly. And just like that, 2 members of Vegas Legion in the middle of the map. Can Kismet stop the capture? Second progress. A second segment of progress is done, but Nero, oh God, you're not going to look at this one, are you, son? Hell no. Kiz nearly gets the third. Standy right back on it. Sib bounces back. It is volley for volley. Second kill in a row from Sib. 3 now. It's absolute masterclass. 20 seconds to go on the round, and Sib finally stopped.
Oh, good Lord, too. The amount of damage he just did on the final player as well. The small window of opportunity you had to come off spawn and go to B. Sib just slams that door in your face. I mean, small opening. Maybe a slightly bigger one now if you got 2 players working, but it's like a 2 like split sort of war. Vegas have actually at least opened up A and now have pressure towards B. So as you set in control, things can change in a hot second. They might have just done it.
It ain't over yet. Vegas have bought themselves an additional minute, and it's a 5 life.
Oh, they got it.
Life difference. They're good to go, baby. There's 1 segment left on B, and the round is nearly done. Subliners fly. Get in there as quick as you can. It's done. Viva Las Vegas.
Oh, good God. I mean, how does that even develop? Sib not only, like, he picks up 2 players that looked like trying to cross over towards B, gets great damage on the third, but I guess that close useless spawn just comes through and, well, useful in that moment. And you had Vegas able to deliver, so there you go. Massive round to get for the offense, number 1. Vegas maybe a little bounce back in the series.
Nah, Karachi's lit. Look at that. Attacking round now for the New York Subliners. Will they have as much good vibes as Vegas? They weren't counted out just yet. Once again, the first blood's going the way of the New York Subliners to find the kills, but this time looks a little different as Purge posts up. Sib, eyes on him first. He has the drop on him and he gets the kill, and it's a lot less active, let's say, than the previous round. but no less impressive. Vegas, after that wonderful round win, let's have a quick listen in and see how they sound.
Probably win red though.
Yeah, he's top stat. He's just sitting. He's on top of our deli. Before
Fire dead.
Yeah, top deli, He's top P4. Kismet's top
It's all
P4.
good. Just defend B.
Yeah.
Top fire again. Top fire one dead.
I need it.
Nice. Good shit.
Looking for Hydra.
Go jump. Go jump.
Low. Now we know.
He's in.
Looking for Hydra.
One's vending.
Vending. Right, no, low P4. He's low P4. Other guys on A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get junk here.
Find junk.
Kismet's in our red. Kismet's in
on
our red.
streak.
Kismet's on
Take it to
five.
the fire.
He's one for street.
Yeah.
Yo, hold chops.
You didn't go top. Dip on me. Dip, we're hitting mid-cut. Mid-cut, he's probably gonna go stack day.
I'm getting in P5,
I
okay?
hear that. I'm gonna push up to them. Coming
No,
up. Trying to
P5.
go.
Listen, they
I'll
want
see
to
him
win
deep
by
right.
lives. They want to win by getting kills.
Yeah. Flanking our base.
I'm sitting down, okay?
Don't give this guy Kismet a kill.
There's only one on the point, so.
Yo, I'm replaying top trips in a sec.
I'm on our D-flank.
No, Hydra's top our P4.
Okay.
Down
Hold
5 here, okay?
I send our D-flank.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wrap left off spawn.
Didn't say anything.
Yeah, spawn here.
Yeah, get away the kills here, and then
Yeah.
we're even on lives, okay?
Everyone's trying to spawn kill.
Yeah. I'm wondering our close.
Yeah.
They're gonna play for
Flank's
that
in the
small
back.
kill, bro. They like that.
Yeah.
I'm wondering like if they try to like go shots.
Don't mind what I'm hearing, Chance. A lot of game planning there from Vegas Legion. Worried about Kismet's spree as well. They know he's on a 5.
Yeah, it's also just really good recognition of like, hey, they've left one guy on the point. They're playing for the kills right now. Just turtle up. We get the wave. We are right back in it. Kismet, though, was the guy in these front windows. Got the kill that he needed. And it looks like the break might potentially be in as well. Standy gets swarmed. Everyone falling. Purge is sort of that frontline man. You get close enough to the dumpster spawn that if you can make it over, you feel good. And looks like enough to sort of keep that pressure up. Subliners haven't gotten through just yet. Still a spicy moment, though. The pressure still on. It is Kismet constantly in your face.
He finds them spree. He gets into the point now, and the slow capture spots out a few players on the cross. They've managed to hop the fence. Great nades force him out of position, but Kismet once again playing that cover so well. Defilade from the inside of the diner. First bit of progress done.
This is just so good on like the not challenge front. Yeah, I mean, Kismet's just stayed alive so long enough that he's had teammates with like 2 lives to come up for the reinforcements. Just perfectly timing win and win not to take gunfights. He is still alive in the point and still getting kills. Has a little bit of help from his ARs for the moment.
That's it.
You and Vegas just desperate to get inside. Finally, they kill Kiz. But my God, what a life he just had.
And that was like all the way from the start of the capture all the way to where we found him at the end. Great stuff out of Kismet, and he's not skipped a beat. Right back into it. Can he get another kill out of this? Doesn't check the back door. Oh my God, it nearly mattered not. Standy stays alive. 40-ish seconds to go as Vegas Legion hold on.
Yeah, no respawns remaining, though. Vegas have to be quite literally perfect from here on out. Still with 30 seconds left on the clock, it is doable, but any player that gets traded, it is going to be brutally difficult to make up for. Now 3 players for Vegas that have to clutch.
Well, they're still holding in the middle of the street. Nero finds his. Hydra sees
2.
Standy finally. 2 of them left. 20 seconds, though. That's a big win, a wonderful trade. It all comes down to Purge. You've got to keep them off the point for 16 seconds, young man. Can you do it? Patience may pay off. 10 seconds now to go. Purge. Can he do the unthinkable? Subliners have to scramble. Can they get into the point? Sib knows exactly where he'll be. The gunny's there. Not enough. Subliners take the round.
Oh, man, that's another nail biter, too. I think if Hydra doesn't just obliterate Nero up top, as Hydra, I suppose, is prone to do with the ray gun, that was actually potential for like a, 10-life deficit clutch there from Vegas. But they do execute. They win the gunfights. They get the trades towards the end. And that is sort of like an investment from very early on. That slow capture they had on A to try to drain those lives. They might not gotten a massive amount, but still with that extra time they bought, pay it off towards the end. So good ideas game coming out from Subliners. Unfortunate timing there, though, for Hydra.
Also, Standy was right. These guys do want to win it on kills, and they did.
100%, yeah.
Good for him. Slow capture A right now for Nero. Gives him a 16 and 9. 17. Whoa, so close to the 18th. But the first segment's gone. 2-man stack right now on A. That's gonna very quickly vanish.
There's this little flake dance as well. Good Lord. Yeah, Hydra built different. Stun on point as well. And I was going to say, where did the N actually spawn these players? So Hydra actually spawns them closer to B. And Kismet is there funneling through on the rotation. So you have at least the idea is there from the Subliners. I was going to say that could have been a moment, though. The Vegas could have jumped all over this zone. But Kismet right now getting the information, making plays.
Yeah, once again, we've seen that A zone get broken by the New York Subliners from that AC building. They jump off the top of that. The Vegas Legion fooled twice now by the same tricks. 45 seconds on the clock, one segment remaining at A. Not a whole lot of love towards the B side of the map. And once again, you've got the New York Subliners in prime position to just trap these members of Vegas in their spawn and not let them escape.
Yeah, I think maybe a missed opportunity when you get to close spawns too, because now you're back to sort of square one. You're going to be spawning out with the position that Kismet is in. Maybe not a coup spawn, you still get the close one, but you know you are just getting funneled into death. You stop the A-zone capture as well, and a snap like that for Kiz feels so good.
The goal line save as well from the Subliners. A has still got a little bit of work to be done. No one's drained it yet. If you manage to get out of your spawn, Vegas, you could possibly get onto that point, but you have to get through it with a ton of holes in you because Kiz is tagging you at range. 20 seconds on the clock. There's the drainage. Good plumbing work from the Subliners. Skyz from up top's not going to let anyone get near that point, let alone get out of these positions. Final 10. Anyone there from Vegas? Surely not. Kismet. Oh, come on. The iron grip on Karachi from the New York Subliners.
And I mean, you could tell New York Subliners, I know they've been vocal. They, you know, a few days late to start on the year for when they start getting the scrim practice in, but they've clearly done their homework. That's the second time they've been able to set up virtually like a dagger of a spawn trap. I know round one, eventually it dissipates and goes away, but they just put on a stranglehold. Like we're watching players off spawn run towards like through Coop, through the left side of the map. They're basically running away from both the zones. And that is a brutally difficult spot to be in. So on defense, yeah, Subliners looking a little bit spooky. Hydra and Kismet just running all over Vegas Legion.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're having a very, very good time. And a really, really fun POV right now, Hydra. He's always been good. But when he's having a good time, man, it's just so smooth. It's so fun. First segment now down. Subliners starting to feel that confidence brewing. Vegas Legion, it is not done yet. You've had such a close series at times. Don't give in. Standy, nice work there on the point. Stays alive. You do lose the segment, but you keep that play going.
In big wins, you know, like they win them all towards the middle of the map, just not quite as effective of like setting up the spawn trap. Players like Hydra, number one on the minimap, able to get out. Now Hydra's causing problems in your spawn, so it is sort of that stranglehold the Subliners were a little bit better at. Vegas are going to constantly have to deal with the mix in this. Big two picked up by Nero, but again, Hydra, the one player that was able to get out, has bought you so much pressure on the map and is keeping New York in the mix.
Wow, Kiz. Up close and personal. Hydra. Fast swap into the fight, immediately looking towards that B zone now. Sib's going to be the man to get in there. A is basically done. Sib's just trying to get set up now for the spawn trap. Keep them in that side of their map. Thatcher's got some high ground to work with, but again, a lot of damage dealt. We haven't quite finished A. Standy's got to get this kill to get it. Nah, there we go. Done. Almost 2 minutes to play, and B's already getting captured.
Yeah, these players on Vegas are rotating like over towards bricks. They don't even want to deal with the dumpster, so they're going to be taking the absolute route to get towards New. Obviously getting spotted on the route because of Kismet, who is doing two things, calling in the cruise and capping the point. Finally, someone's nearby for the contest, but you're still getting picked apart along the way. Done and dusted. Subliners making that 3-0 look clinical.
Yeah, everything was great until we got to that final round of control. My word. That's your world champs right there, ladies and gents. The Subliners exceptionally strong showing across all three